head back into Halton. Seriously? Mum studied the way ahead. Beyond the cars, there was nothing to see. A tilted signpost was the only hint of drama. The policeman nodded. The road will be closed for an hour at least. Mum's shoulders slumped. But before her hand could reach for reverse, Josie came to the rescue. Stroking her ponytail against her shoulder, she said, "Oh, but I'll be late for school, officer." Officer. That was cute. She knew how to play people, Josie Malone. Despite her youth, she already had a fan club of male admirers. Valentine's Day was a serious time for cardboard recycling at our house. The officer straightened his muscular shoulders, his yellow jacket crackling. He stroked his chin. He seemed to like the attention this kid was giving him, liked that she was showing some degree of respect. He made a weak attempt to stand his ground. "I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but..." "I've got my music test at 9. My finals, for the flute." Flute? I threw Josie a sideways glance. Mum, to her credit, didn't even flinch. Josie couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. She could barely blow a whistle, never mind a flute. But boy, she had a major talent for stories. She thickened the plot. "It's for my scholarship. I've been rehearsing my Mozart every night for months, haven't I, Mum?" "She's very dedicated," Mum chipped in, looking as if she'd like to ooze into the footwell. The policeman looked uneasy. Now he had a disaffected parent and a dewy-eyed little girl testing his resolve. He bit his lip and looked back at the police cars. "What exactly happened?" asked Mum, in the kind of voice that would have made the devil confess his sins. A second went by. The windscreen wipers beat their rhythm, the metronome of everyone's ticking heart. The engine's cooling fan came on. Josie put her console aside. "Walker reported a dog," said the cop. Mum shrugged. "Lots of people walk their dogs here." "Well, that's just it." The policeman stubbed his boot on the ground. "The dog is running at the edge of the cliff, but we can't find any sign of an owner." "Maybe it's a stray," Mum suggested, avoiding the words no one really wanted to say. The policeman shook his head. "It's a breed, with a collar. You don't get many strays like that, not wandering around up here anyway." "Okay," Josie said. "Here's how it is." She cracked her knuckles in the dip of her lap. She was now the investigating officer. "Catch the dog and check its name tag. Well, it's bound to have a name tag and an address. You can call the address to see if the owner is missing. If you find the owner, that means they haven't jumped. Then you'll know that the dog has just run away. Or maybe been stolen and dumped here, yeah?" There was a pause while everyone considered their verdict. Eventually, the policeman said to Mum, "Bright spark, isn't she? High IQ?" "Off the scale," said Mum. "Not a musical one." He rested his forearm against the car and gradually slanted his gaze towards Josie. "Yes, miss, we've thought of all that. The problem is..." "You can't catch the dog," I muttered. Though they'd tried, hence the sweat on the copper's brow. "Correct," he said. "It's resisting arrest." He pulled his mouth into a half-crooked smile. "And now it's too close to the drop for comfort. Are you all right, son? You look a bit peaky." "He has asthma," said Josie, hearing me wheeze. But that wasn't strictly true. Lately, I'd been having these peculiar moments when my breathing faltered and my head would go light. The doctors were calling it a type of asthma because they couldn't find another explanation for it.